Guys, Artosis here, casting the CasterMuse Star League Season 4. This is from the round of 16 in Group C. It's the loser match between Sacscri and Sharp. This is game number 3. So go check out those other two before you watch this, I suggest. Either way, this is the final game for one of these two players within this tournament. We'll see what they can get done. In the bottom right of Polypoid, we have Sharp. And in the bottom left, we have Sacscri. So let's recap the first two games a little bit. First game, Ringing Bloom, a map where everyone generally plays greedy. Sacscri went for a 3 hatchery before spawning pool opener, and Sharp immediately punished with a bunker rush. Did a lot of damage, then slipped some vultures in a little bit later on, and that was all she wrote for Sacscri. Game number 2, Optimizer, cross spawns. Sacscri got 8 racks, and he defended it well. It wasn't really that big of a deal. It didn't feel like either player was particularly far behind after that. Maybe slight edge Sharp, I'm not sure. Maybe slight edge Sacscri. It's actually sometimes hard. So I would say they were about even. That being said, Sacscri went up for crazy Zerg style. He went into very quick carapace, some mutalisks, and went up into ultras. Sharp tried to bust him, lost a few too many Marines, and yeah, it turned in Sacscri's favor pretty quickly. He just continually rallied his ultras and was able to break through Sharp. Now, both those games, nothing like that can happen here now. Polypoid is a much more normal map. Like, as Zerg, you are probably going to take a quick third base, but there's not as many tricky little things. Like the third base has to be defended on its own merit. It can't just be hidden like on Optimizer. You know, I guess what I'm trying to say is Polypoid plays out very normally. As far as 4-player standard maps goes, Polypoid's the best that we have at the moment. It's going to give you the most standard looking game, generally speaking. For Sharp, it looks like he's probably just doing a barracks expansion. He has his single barracks. He started his second depot. He's sending out his second scout here, and going to find Sacscri down in the bottom left. And yeah, I mean, it just looks like he'll throw down his command center. He is an SK Terran player, meaning that he likes to play Marine Medic Science Vessel. That's really his style. He's quite good at it, although I would say that it's his weakest matchup overall. Not sure how much that's saying, considering he's one of the best Terrans in the world. He's still fantastic at it. Here, Sacscri going for very standard, just before 3 minutes on the layer, 2 hatchery opener. It's very likely that Sacscri will go for a quick third hatchery with this, as well as going into quick mutalisks. Anything else would be pretty surprising, something like lurkers. Definitely don't expect it. Now, he is making 6 lings. So, the standard, I would say, is 4. The greedy is 2. And, yeah, a lot of the times when they make 6 lings, this is exactly what happens. 1 ling chases the SCV, and if only 1 ling is chasing the SCV, you better build a bunker. Or at least have really great micro and feel very confident, because the rest of the lings are generally going across the map, which is what we see here. But it's 5 lings, and it looks like it's actually been pretty constant production from Sharp. He has 4 Marines. And like, this looks pretty one-sided that Sharp has the 4 Marines, but look at the supply. I want to do a little teaching moment here. 26 of 26. So Sharp read this and he reacted differently than a lot of players. He's having a rather long supply block, because you can't make your second racks and produce Marines nonstop and go gas an academy and have a depot. You can't do all of that at once. So what he did was he skipped the depot, filled up his supply with the Marines, got supply blocked for a little bit of extra time to get everything else out on time. Now, this is an academy rush, so yeah, you're missing a couple SCVs compared to where you could be, but he's going to get the medics out quickly enough here that he's going to be able to actually attack before mutas are out, which is a big deal. All right, the Marines going to be able to defend here. Let's look at what Sacscri's up to. He actually makes his third base in the main. And this is very good for him, because if he made his third base elsewhere, then, like, let's say he made his third base here, which would be very common. This attack that's coming out would actually kill the third base. because he took that supply block. You know, you have to eat it sometimes as Terran. You wanna be aggressive early on? Well, you gotta get supply blocked for a bit and have a slightly smaller SCV count than otherwise. Okay, a couple fire bats popping out because he knows about Ling run bys. Lings come in. But with the fire bats here, they should be cleaned up pretty quickly. Good split there by Sacscri. Kind of annoying. Sharp getting up his engineering bay. Some nice harassment. It looks like Sacscri will get some damage done. Now let's look over here. Oh, only a single sunken. The second one does pop up. Ooh, this is looking pretty good for Sharp, actually. He's going to break this sunken line. Drones being pulled up, but he is going to kill the drones as well. Mutas will be popping kind of soon. So this doesn't necessarily end the game. But man, I would be very happy with this position right now as Sharp. He's cleared up all the Lings at home. Oh, no, I guess one is left over. It does get cleaned up, though. He's trying to get the hatchery. I'm not sure he'll be able to get it, but yeah, target those Mutas down immediately. Kills one of them. Fantastic. A little bit misplaced on the Marines. If he can clump them up so the medics heal a bit better, that's amazing. This is great for Sharp right now. Sacscri has really taken a lot of damage. He's supply blocked, only 18 drones. And Sharp's going to target even more drones here. Get whatever he can damage-wise. The Mutas have taken a lot as well. Kills more drones. Wow, what an opener by Sharp. That Academy Rush really paying off great dividends. He's putting up his missile turrets now. All over the place. I think he actually already got range as well, which is amazing. Third barracks, fourth barracks on the way. Guys, seriously, I'm getting chills here. I know I say that from time to time, but when you see someone just execute a build order this well, right? Just execute a strategy this well as Sharp has. It's such an impressive thing. He's sewn up tight. You can't deal damage to this yet. You have to build way more Mutas to get in there, right? Like, and he's building them. He'll be able to harass some. But Sharp has done everything he needs to do in this game. He's gotten damage done. His +1's halfway done. 4 racks is on the way. Plenty of missile turrets. He's probably going to have to throw up another one here pretty soon. But yeah, he's defending magnificently. He did a bunch of damage to Sacscri. Let's see if Sacscri can come back from it. He's deciding to dive in the main base, which is kind of a common move. He kills the furthest off missile turret. Gonna delay that one a little bit. And does get forced back. Now Sharp moving out with his Bioforce. Oh my god. Picks off 2 Mutas, 3 Mutas so quickly. Sharp really in control of this game right now. This is looking awesome for him. Now the one thing we want to keep track of for Sharp is that he gets a factory. What? He just started as I said that. So he gets his factory up in good time considering what's happened in this game. +1 is going to be finishing a lot of Mutas from Sacscri. So I guess that's the one other thing is you're going to have to read the situation correctly on what Sacscri is doing. But with the double scans, it shouldn't be that hard. Right? He just did a scan here and saw extra Mutas. So that's really an important thing to see. You have to know if they're continually making Mutas so you can make more turrets. And look, he's doing that right now. An additional turret going up here at his natural. Sending more Marines out as well. You just want to continue to build your Marine ball here. He's got +1 attack. Continually producing off of the 4 racks. Has a really good amount of turrets in his base as well. Sacscri has a lot of Mutas here, right? He's got 11 right there. Still producing as well. So maybe he can pick off the Marines over time, but the amount of pressure coming out is very difficult to deal with. Tries to counter with some Lings, but Sharp is too quick. Some good micro from Sacscri. We see some dead Marine bodies there. Picking off what he can. Sharp needs to reinforce this group. That's one very important thing. When you're playing against someone who's making Mutas nonstop, you must reinforce nonstop. The most crucial thing is to not lose your big bio ball. And this ball is getting small enough that Sacscri actually can eliminate it. You get another 12 Marines in here? No way, no how. So he is backing up a little bit. Looks like he sent 3 Marines around the side, which is a pretty common play, especially for a player that's an aggressive Terran. Now, all the Mutas coming over. It looks like Sacscri wants to get a kill here. He has more than 12 Mutas. More Marines run up. And if those Marines had been with the others from the beginning, he actually would have probably forced the Mutas to turn around because the losses would have been really steep. But as is, he's got 11 left over from that initial group. Kills off everything. And actually just diving on top. Oh my god, Sacscri with that crazy move. He's actually running by with speedlings as well. The mutas alone weren't that scary, but with the speedlings in here, you have to pull your SCVs to fight also. What units does Sharp have? Only what's popping out of here. His SCVs need to be getting on top of these lings to stop them from killing his Marines. Oh my god, Sacscri just turned this game on its head. Sharp does make an emergency vulture to help out and kills a few lings with it, but not really enough. Continuing to build turrets. His Marines are popping out, but there's just so little here. Oh my god. And it looks like I missed it, but another little attack from Sharp with those 3 Marines does get cleaned up. Sacscri still on 17 drones. So not the greatest drone count, but being on top of Terran production is oftentimes game-winning. Zerglings coming in for an attack. There's no Marines in the bunker, so nothing to stop the Lings. He has to fight with his SCVs, which means his economy is going to be shattered at this point. Even a Wraith being made, Sharp is making anything he can right now after playing an awesome, awesome game with such a strong opener and getting a big lead. Sacscri is taking complete control. Look at this, the turrets being taken out at the natural. The SCV count dropping so low. He was over 30 SCVs when this attack started. Wow. Some very decisive play out of Sacscri here. And remember, it all started with grouping all of his mutas to kill that group of Marines and medics that we saw at the beginning. You just cannot allow for your initial group to die. Well, he's built up some Marines. So let's see what Sharp can do here. Oh god, there's just too many lings. GG, and Sharp is eliminated by Sacscri.